My sister yelled at my wife in front of everyone for giving my niece a gold bracelet for her birthday. She was stunned when I called her insecure and now we are shunning her. I and my sister have been civil despite being half siblings. I'm Asian, and she's white. My wife is Somali/African American. My sister would call her a spoiled rotten woman anytime she'd come over. However, my sister stopped after a private conversation with my wife. My sister thought this because my wife talked about how, growing up, she would get gold on her birthday from family members. My wife has a jewelry collection that has grown over the years. My wife is by no means a rotten woman. She's extremely charming, and besides my sister, I've never heard of anyone that dislikes her. So about a week ago was my niece's second birthday and my sister invited my family. My wife and my sister were talking in separate groups. At one point, someone from my sister's group complimented my wife's dress, and my sister somehow took that as them complimenting her weight and said, well, we can't all maintain a size small. Some of us would rather take care of our children. Everyone was not only stunned but very confused. My wife changed the subject, and they continued to talk until it was time for cake and gifts. It was going very well. The kids were eating and my niece loved her presents. But then it was our turn to give our gifts. She and I picked out a bracelet from the jewelry collection to give her with a card that said to hob from one gold girl to another. My wife also picked out a watch and a pair of earrings for my sister. How my wife could be so generous to a woman who, in my opinion, doesn't deserve it, I will never know. When my sister and her husband opened the gifts, my sister was the only one not smiling. My sister said, "Do I look like I need your handouts?" Awkward silence. My wife tried to explain that she wanted to get my niece something nice, but it seemed like everything my wife said just made her angry. My sister began getting louder with my wife, saying, "What do you think, I'm too poor to give my daughter a nice gift? I don't even raise my voice at my wife, and I'd be damned if anyone else did." So I told her to take our daughter and wait in the car. My sister then turned her anger on me. I tried to explain there were no taking sides, but my sister then said, "That beach is trying to make me look bad in front of my husband and friends in my home. That was the straw that broke the camel's back." I told my sister that her insecurities were not my wife's problem and that the one-sided rivalry she had with her needed to stop. I then told her husband we would not come back until my sister fixed whatever hatred she had for my wife. As I said, it's been a week, and all we've gotten is empty excuses. While I admit I could have talked to my sister in private, she chose to invite my wife and me just like she chose to yell at my wife in front of everyone. My mom thinks I was too harsh with my sister, while my dad applauds me for standing up for my wife. I would like other people's views on this. Am I the a-hole?